Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Cancer, May 30th, 2022. You could feel a little off or sensitive to a lack of support today, with the moon opposite Saturn. Try not to look outside of yourself for answers today. Instead, give yourself more time to get in touch with your intuition. Mercury will turn retrograde tomorrow, and in the coming weeks, you may have some waiting or rethinking to do. Your path now is to look at money matters in new ways. As you reduce expenses, you reduce some of the strain on your brain. Trying to push things forward is not likely to be a wise strategy during this period. If a money or business matter is delayed, it's time to find new ways to approach your life and make important discoveries. You may need to review financial affairs, income, and budgets. It can be inconvenient but preferable to throwing yourself into new commitments or agreements that may lose their appeal or glamour later. There can be a change of mind or interest, possibly even regret about communications or projects begun now and in recent days. Dropping expectations regarding the status quo is easier said than done, but there's a time and place for everything. Having said that, whether you're single or already romantically attached, the cosmos is urging you to strike a balance between your internal and external reality. Meanwhile, with Venus glimmering through Aries in your 12th house of closure, secrets, and unconscious patterns, you're simultaneously reflecting on matters of the past, namely when it comes to love and romance. With this in mind, and amidst the Capricorn moon lighting up your 4th house of innermost feelings, Luna will sit across from taskmaster Saturn. What's really burdening you? After the first quarter moon in Capricorn yesterday, you could feel relatively excited for the moon to move into earthy Virgo today. Your sign now trines with the moon, blending the energy to create something sturdy yet flexible. This is the perfect energy for paying attention to the details of your projects throughout the day. Luna is focused on ensuring that your creative pursuits meet the criterion you and your supervisors have set. You should use the lunar energy to focus on one project at a time so that you are not overwhelmed by the attention to detail. An old childhood friend could re-enter your life today. You certainly have a lot of catching up to do. You can expect stimulating conversation as you exchange ideas. It feels good to use your mind this way. You might want to take notes on the conversation. While it may seem like a simple game of verbal parry, there are some real gems hidden in what your friend is saying. You are at peace with yourself. Friends and family have noticed this, reacting very positively, and you will return these sentiments. It's time to enjoy life with family and friends and to plan leisure activities together. Always bear in mind that these special moments are very rare and precious. Give them the props you know they need, even if you don't have any big crisis hanging over you. It's all about your posse. Who can you count on when things get rough? You feel attractive and reveal your seductive approach with the captivating way you engage others in conversation. You receive admiring looks of approval from the people that matter most to you. If you want, you're easily able to get the attention of new partners who find your eye-catching behavior irresistible. You could feel a little nervous or anxious about the task at hand. Maybe you are trying to coordinate travel plans. You could be planning on spending time with your family and your spouse's family. Or maybe your kids will be traveling back and forth between your house and your ex's house. Sometimes family life is complicated, but don't lose sight of the miracle that you do have a family. This can be a wonderful day. Notably, in your sentimental life, you could be feeling like you have wings. You may meet someone uncommon who opens up totally new horizons to you. Sustained by your iron will, interested by the social aspects of existence, your humanism and compassion will open up new perspectives in your relationships. Why not give in to this communicative vibration? To have the moon not only in an adventurous part of your chart but at a friendly aspect to the sun in the last full day of your birthday month is a reminder of the journey ahead. Your birthday month might be coming to an end, but this new solar year still has another 11 months to run. This is something that you can embark on with intentions and expectations, but you can never predict all the twists and turns the coming year will bring, and that is what makes life exciting. Today's adventurous lunar vibes are a timely reminder to embrace the journey. You have reached the last full day of your birthday month with Venus, the planet of love, yet to return to Taurus. Yet even before Venus return later next week, you already have a head start thanks to the moon's visit to your romantic sector last weekend and the eclipsing full moon on the relationship front 4 days ago. For now, this is enough to move into this new solar year emotionally engaged on both fronts. Our eyes in the sky. Venus and Mars are aligned in Aquarius, giving us a chance to understand the way we partner and express our innermost sentiments to others. This connection offers us the romantic world if we choose to take it. Rather than make a major declaration of love, the Aquarius energy makes us take a step back and understand our feelings at a deeper level. Perspective is everything here, so you'd better be clear about what you feel when you feel it, because the next few weeks are going to be all-encompassing when it comes to romance. These two planets share a minor aspect with expansive Jupiter, which might accelerate all possibilities and make us feel as though the world is ours to conquer. Slow your roll before making any moves. You don't have to win a race. Love is about building connections and knowing the person on a soul level. Also, Mercury and the nodes of destiny square off, which can give you a push to spread your wings and fly, but only if you are on the right track and prepared to do so. You'll have warm feelings for the people you keep close, and you can enhance your connections today. You'll be feeling sociable, and communication will be very open. Being this in touch with how you feel while also being able to convey it exactly the way you like is a blessing. However, this comes with the countering energy of the Moon-Neptune square, making things seem slightly less real. Misperception is very likely at this time, so be careful not to react too seriously to anything, and be aware that you might be more sensitive than usual. The best thing would be to put your energy into creative outlets or some other method of escaping reality. You're sure to at least be resourceful enough to come up with some problem-solving ideas. Time limitations could give you a reality check, but you could be too motivated by possible success to think much about it. At midnight, the moon enters Cancer, ending its void of course which began last night. Over the next 2 days, the moon transits the sign of its exaltation, amplifying feelings of peace, harmony, and accord. Engage in activities that stimulate your senses and allow you to commune with nature. At this time, comfort takes primacy, which means we may be more stubborn or sluggish in our movements as we linger in each moment, stopping often to smell the roses. Shortly after the moon enters Cancer, it squares Mars and Venus, stimulating our desire complexes in potentially frustrating ways. The heart wants what the heart wants, and it might now seem that what our heart wants has been denied to us. Perhaps this is a matter of unrequited feelings. Perhaps our needs have failed to be met. Perhaps we are simply uncomfortable airing romantic or gushy sentiments. We would love for things to be simple, but the extent of a circumstance's complexity makes for moodiness. We may also act a bit desperate, convinced that hearts can be changed if we simply dig in our heels and refuse to acknowledge another's interest or lack thereof. We must determine whether we are potentially hurting ourselves in our unwillingness to accept anything other than a simple answer.